pretty exciting news that I have found just recently. Came out December 5th of 2022. For those of you that have read my book, Understanding Cat Behavior, which this will be backwards because the phone is backwards, that one, available on Amazon. On page 2 and 3, I talk a little bit about the evolutionary process of cats and how they became domesticated and all that kind of information, which dated back to a find in Cyprus, which basically put the cats at about 10,000 years ago. They became somewhat domesticated. Well, as of December 5th of this year, science backs it up. Now science is starting to back up that theory, and they're backing it up through genetics and genetically. So what that means is this study was done by I'm going to read some of this, so my apologies, I don't have it memorized. What you were finding is this study was done from the University of Missouri and Columbia. And basically what they're saying is nearly 10,000 years ago, humans settling in the Fertile Crescent, which is the area in the Middle East between the Tigris and the Euphrates River, made the first switch from being hunter-gatherers to becoming farmers. And what they found, pardon me, Sootie's dancing around here. He's going to jump up. What they have found in the genetics of that time frame is that they became really good friends with the rodent-eating cats that lived in that area. And so they conveniently served as an ancient form of pest control. I told you my big boy was coming up here. So, which is pretty much what I said, is that the wild cats, the rodent-eating cats, became much more and into a symbiotic relationship with humans. So basically what they go on to say in this article is that they were using the DNA markers in current cats, and they studied the micro satellites, which mutate. Those are the genes that mutate really, really quickly. That they're the genes that mutate really, really quickly, along with the nucleotide polymorphisms, which are single base changes that happen throughout the genome that give us clues about the ancient history of genes, of where we come from. So they looked at all of that, and by studying and comparing both of those two markers, they are starting to piece together the evolutionary story about cats and how we came to be such good partners in life. So I thought I just wanted to jump on here, share that with you a little bit. They do talk about, that puts cats being semi-domesticated with humans, that puts them before the dog. And we've never really truly domesticated them. We call them semi-domesticated because they still have their apex predator traits. And push comes to shove, most cats will survive out in the wild. They will still practice their hunting skills. They will still do those behaviors where cattle and sheep and even dogs really won't, but cats will. That doesn't give you the chance to put them outside to fend for themselves, but they will display those behaviors without us having to reteach it to them. So, Sootie, you're messing up my screen here, walking over my keyboard. Why are cats so different from one region to another? That's also part of this genetic study they're doing. Part of that is because what they call isolation genetics, in that they are far enough away that they're not breeding together. So we get all these different kinds of cats. So in order for these size cats do not migrate on their own. It takes us to move them around. So it's a symbiotic relationship. So they are looking at all kinds of different things now that they have started to unlock the genetic code for cats. So that's it for today. I just want to jump on and share it with you. Thank you. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And let me see if I can get him to at least look at the camera instead of me. This is Sooty. Believe it or not, he's my feral cat. Have a great day.